welcome back to another Baby Name Saturdays. My name is Hallie, and if you're new here, I do baby name list every single Saturday. Alright, to get started, I have 10 boho type boys' names for you guys. Last week I did flower slash plant slash like fruit names. So today I decided to do a boys' name list, and it's kind of like boho hippier names. So if you're kind of a crunchy mom, or you're just wanting something that maybe not everybody in their class has, this list is for you. Disclaimer, as I say every single time I do a baby name video, this chair is squeaky, but it's the chair I have in this room, and I try not to move a lot so that it doesn't squeak. So to get started, number 1 is Ziggy. So Ziggy has a German origin, and it means victorious peace. Ziggy is kind of one of those names that has a really like nicknamey first name type feel to it. If that's kind of what you're going for, that's super on trend right now, to not have a longer name and just name them like a nicknamey name. You guys might know of Ziggy Marley. That is Bob Marley's son. That's a cool boy name. Honestly, Ziggy, I love the Z sound in it. I have seen this name a lot on baby names I love but won't be using videos. I haven't seen anybody actually name their kid Ziggy, so I feel like it would still be really unique, like the one and only in their class, and just kind of really special to them. Okay, the second name on here is a little bit more traditional, and that is the name Abe. Abe is Hebrew, and it means a father of multitudes. So kind of a cool name for that. It is a nicknamey first name again, and when I was going through like baby name lists on Pinterest and watching YouTube videos, like trying to find a good 10 for this list, I tried to pick names that not only sound super bohemian in themselves, I also tried to pick names that were a little bit out there that people don't typically pick. That's how Abe made this list. I don't know anybody named Abe. Abe is not like a mainstream name, and so therefore I would classify that as kind of boho-y. So if you guys are wondering how I classified boho, that's kind of my thought process. Just kind of like off the beaten path, and I think Abe would be a really good 3-letter name for your son. It could also make a really strong middle name if their first name is really long. Okay, number 3 on this list is basil. Basil is Greek for regal, and it's also a herb. There's also like a historical meaning for this. So in the 4th century, a bishop named Basil established the principles for the Greek Orthodox Church. So that's just kind of like a historical person named Basil. And I just think it's really kind of out there. And when I was researching it, it's definitely a name that was more popular like in the past. And so I think that it could be brought back to light. It's also fairly short. The 4th name on this list is, again, a nicknamey first name, and that is the name Enzo. Enzo is Italian and German. It's the Italian variation of the name Henry, and the meaning of the name Henry is German for estate ruler. But a fun fact about the name Enzo, the most famous Enzo is Enzo Ferrari, who is the founder of Ferrari. And so I thought that was really interesting. I, for one, did not know that his first name was Enzo, or that Ferrari was his last name. I didn't realize that Ferrari was like named after the person who founded them. I also know nothing of cars, but if you know something about cars, that would be a really cool way to tie in a car name, kind of, because like he's the founder of a car brand. The 5th name on this list is actually one of my favorite names. I don't think that I would ever be brave enough to use this, but if you are, I think it's a wonderful name, and that is the name Huckleberry. The origin is a word name from like English American language, and it's also a literary name. So the Mark Twain character Huckleberry Finn is where this name comes from. Mark Twain said that it was the 19th century slang term for humble. So don't really know how he put that together, because huckleberry is a plant. I'll make sure there's a huckleberry right here. But I thought that was interesting. Maybe that's like how he named his character that, or maybe the slang term came after the character. I'm not really sure, but I thought that that was kind of a literary slash historical meaning behind the name. But part of the reason I absolutely adore this name is because it has the nickname Huck to it, and I think that that is really cute. I don't really hear that often. It's short, but also Huckleberry. Come on, like, do you guys know anybody named Huckleberry? I don't. I think that it could be really interesting if that's kind of the vibe you and your family go with, is just off the wall type names or literary names. It kind of fits with both. The 6th name on this list is Otto. It is German for wealthy. It was actually a top 10 baby name list before World War I and II, and it's kind of like fallen off the charts since then. If you guys are a Sons of Anarchy fan, there was an Otto in that TV show. That was actually where I heard this name, and I haven't heard it anywhere else except for this TV show. And so I really like it because like it has like the 2 double letters in the middle, Otto. It's a 4-letter name with only 2 letters. And I just think it kind of really rolls off your tongue really well. And again, it's one of those names that used to be in style. Maybe it could make a comeback, but I don't know. Let me know down below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Number 7 is Phineas. It has an English and Egyptian origin. And the reason for that is it means bronzed colored one. And when I was researching this, it said the Egyptians distinguished themselves from their Nubian neighbors through the difference in their skin tone. So that's how they like distinguished themselves from like a different tribe. I thought that was really interesting, just kind of like a history lesson. It has the beautiful nickname Finn, and I've been hearing the name Finn recently, and this would be a way to get that nickname without their birth given name being Finn. Also, if you guys have watched The Greatest Showman, Phineas T. Barnum is who that movie is based off of. Yes, he was a real person. I don't know how true the story is in The Greatest Showman, but even if like you're just naming him after Hugh Jackman in that movie, like that's awesome. That's literally such a great movie, and his character like goes so far from like not having anything to being on top of the world to then getting his priorities straight and then being like a family man again. I think that overall he just shows like overcoming struggles throughout the whole movie. Or you could think of Phineas and Ferb, the Disney cartoon that I don't know if they're still making new ones. I know that it was popular like when I was younger, but there's also like that like cinematic Phineas. Okay, the 8th one on this list is the most popular name on this list, and I actually did not realize how popular it was until I was researching, but I thought I would put it on here anyways because there's so many different nicknames for it, and that is the name Sebastian. Sebastian has a Greek origin, and it means a person from the ancient city of Sebastia. So in 2019, it was number 18 on the baby name list, and I just think that is really high to be kind of like a boho name. But there are nicknames like Seb, Baz, Bash, or Bastion. And so I think that depending on what you nickname him, it could fit into that like boho category. It's also the name of the crab in The Little Mermaid. And also, if you guys are a Schitt's Creek fan like I am, there is the one episode where David's ex-boyfriend comes named Sebastian Rain. And to this day, every time I hear the name Sebastian, I think of Sebastian Rain from Schitt's Creek. And I just think that it's so long and it's a beautiful name. I see why it's rising through the ranks, and if you guys are okay with like a more popular name, I think this one would be a gorgeous boy pick. Okay, number 9 is a little weird, but not really, and it's the name Eagle. The origin is it's a nature name, it's a bird. It is very patriotic for Americans because our national bird is a bald eagle. The reason I put this in here is because recently I've been seeing people name their kids fox, bear, hawk, wolf, and all these other animal names, and I've not heard the name eagle, and personally I think it sounds more like a name than some of these other animal names do. And if you guys want a little patriotic name, like that would work. And number 10 is also a nature name, and that is the name Robin. So Robin is a bird, but in English I learned that it could mean bright flame, which I thought was kind of a cool different meaning for like a bird name. It doesn't just mean like Robin the bird. There's also 3 famous Robins I wanted to mention because Robin has been kind of a more unisex name, and if you're wanting to name your son something really masculine, or you want to be able to like show him people that he might have been named after. There's Robin Hood, there's the Disney movie. I don't know if the story is an original Disney movie, but there's the movie Robin Hood. There is Robin Williams, who is in so many great movies and honestly just a great actor in general. The third one is Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh. And so those are 3 male Robins that you could like look at for like that masculine feel to like show him, or if you like wanted to do something like that. But that is my 10 boho names for boys that I have for you guys. Leave me a comment down below what your favorite name from this list was, and what is your favorite boy name or your favorite boho boy name. I'm very interested. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. Next Saturday is Greek inspired names. So these are all names that have a Greek origin to them. That'll be next Saturday. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.